So let's chat. With the new... These don't even work. With the new Game Theory Ultimate Timeline that just came out, I think I would like to share my opinions. Obviously, I'm not a savant in the craft. I haven't read the books, I barely understand the games, but I've got my opinions too. And you don't have to believe me. Necessarily, I don't even believe myself. But I would like to get my thoughts out there because they're just taking up so much room in my brain. First off, this might take a few tries. That's gonna be okay though. I would like to say, I agree with basically everything that MatPat says, right? I mean, a lot of it does make sense. It checks out. I don't have any reason not to believe it, but he tells us that maybe we shouldn't because he doesn't even know. I don't think anyone actually knows. I don't even think the creators know. I think maybe they're making it up on the spot. And truthfully, that's kind of a brilliant way to do it. Because then the elements of surprise is still there. Obviously, there are reoccurring themes, but, you know, not everything is set in stone. One issue that I have with his timeline, I don't think it was Mrs. Afton that went around and rebuilt everything. I don't think she made the Pizzaplex. I don't think she rebuilt her kids. I don't think she's trying to bring her husband back to life. Because I don't think it makes sense. As I have no reason not to think that it doesn't make sense because I don't think I said that right, but I don't think anything in this universe makes sense. But I don't think that she would be the one to do it. I don't think it fits her as a mother. I don't think we know that much about her to assume that she would be the one doing this. Obviously, I don't know who did. I just don't think it's her, and that may be me being argumentative like always, but I just don't see it. I don't have anyone to offer up in her place, but I don't think she's going around trying to rebuild her kids and rebuild, I guess, her husband that is the cause of her kid's death. I don't think, unless she's also crazy like he is, which he is pretty crazy. I mean, killing kids, taking their remnant, and rebuilding them into living like robots. I think that's insane. I don't think anyone in their right mind could come up with that. But I don't think he is in his right mind because of how his life has been. And I don't think we can blame him for that, right? No! He's totally okay. You know, I am the devil's advocate. I will fight for anyone who's in the wrong anytime. But back to what I was saying. I don't think she could have done that. I don't think if she really is the mother that we're portraying her to be, like she really cares about her kids so much to rebuild them, I don't think she would also try and rebuild the guy who got them killed. Yeah, I don't think she'd try to rebuild the guy who got them killed. So maybe we would go as far to say she rebuilt them, but I don't think she rebuilt him. I don't see that. And his work took years to perfect. I don't think she could have done that so easily. I don't think she could have just, oh, yeah, look at these blueprints. That makes so much sense to me. He had years from his childhood to his adulthood to figure that out and perfect it and make the blueprints. I don't know. Again, I don't even think I'm right. I just like to say my ideas because they're taking up room in my brain that could be room for something useful. Not saying that this isn't useful, but I think it could be room for something better. Yeah. I think it makes sense, maybe, that she rebuilt at least Gregory. Him being the youngest, her baby, like, yeah, I could see that. She hasn't gotten really the chance to get to know him. and her daughter was more of a daddy's girl anyway. Maybe she was like, I only need one. I think it makes sense that someone, I don't know who, rebuilt Afton. I don't think it was her. I think the farthest she went was rebuilding her son, the crying child, most likely Gregory. As I think we've all come to like, just, yeah, that makes sense. You can say those kind of things and it's like, yeah, I can believe that. it just fits in this world. Like, oh yeah, that kid that died, yeah, he's alive again. Not only is he alive, he's actually a robot. I don't know really where I'm going with this. I didn't plan out a script. I'm just kind of sitting down. I'm spewing my thoughts. And I hope that's okay with you guys. And it better be, because that's all I've got. Let's see. Something else I wanted to say. I think I can agree with Gregory living in the Pizzaplex. That makes sense. We see the rooms, we see like kids' clothes, we see little hideouts where like Sun and Moon lives. But if he were living in where Sun and Moon lives, wouldn't they recognize us when we walked into the daycare? Because that's where they jump off of. So presumably they also live back there, or they have a spot somewhere back there, because that's where we see them dive into the ball pit. It's right behind there where we see the arcade machine, Balloon Boy World or something. I forgot the name of it. I'll find it. I'll put it up. But that's where we see clothes and such. I know some theories say that that's been what's his name living there. He's been looking into Vanessa's disappearance, like why she left the company. Like he's the creepy guy from the emails. Ugh. Hate that for Vanessa, honestly. Kind of creepy of him. I think that Sun and Moon would have recognized Gregory when we first showed up in the daycare. Yeah, I think he has been living there, and I think that makes sense. I don't think he lives back there. I think I just said that he did, but I don't think he does. I'm immediately backtracking. That's just how it goes in this world. That's just how it goes around here. You say one thing and you immediately take it back, because no, obviously not. He doesn't live back there. I think he does live somewhere in the Pizzaplex. I think that's how he knows how to hack into like Freddy's software and like trick him or whatever. Not trick him, but reprogram him to be like friendly, I guess, because presumably he would be just like the other ones. So if Gregory, were in need of help, he would pick probably the one he related to the most, or the one he liked the most, and just pick that one. Though, if he could do that, why not just do that to all of them? Huh. Yeah, why not just do that to all of them? Anyway, we do see Gregory's name on a lot of the arcade cabinets. He's been up there, he's been playing, he's been getting them high scores, he's had time. I think that the duffel bags with digital messages inside, I think those are written by Gregory for himself. I think those are little tidbits he's picked up from like living in the walls. Maybe he has been living in the walls. I don't know. Who says he's not? I think they're little things he's picked up along the way. He's piecing together, maybe if he has been rebuilt, he's trying to piece together little bits of things he can understand. He lives in the post-it room. He's been trying to figure out things. He just learned how to speak. He learned how to write again. You know, he immediately learned how to hack and program because every 10-year-old does, obviously. Who doesn't know how to do that when they're first recreated, you know? Duh. I can also agree that I think the Game Theorist channel said that if he's a robot, then he might know how to hack and program. I don't know how that kind of connects, but I guess it could make sense and help the argument. So I'm gonna leave that be. But I think those duffel bags are little messages he's written for himself. Himself. Just the one. I think he's placed them all around in little places that he'll remember, places he's been, places he feels safe, places where he's like, okay, this happened here or this happened over there, but I'm going to leave it here, you know? Just little things that he's picked up. He's trying to connect a story in a way. And I don't really have proof for that, but I think it would make sense. That's why we see them everywhere, and maybe the duffel bags were like the closest thing he could get his hands on, and then he writ them. Is that even a word? Can you writ something? I'm gonna look that up after. But he writes them, he leaves them. They're just little things so he can help himself remember or connect things to a bigger story. Yeah. I don't know. Those are kind of really my only thoughts. But I'm glad I got them out there. And even if this is not well received or I get like conflicting. There we go. Conflicting arguments. Obviously, like I said, I don't necessarily even believe myself. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, who even knows? You know? You know. You know I don't know. And that's what counts. So, take my word for a grain of salt. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there because, like I said, they're taking way too much room in my brain. And I think I'm going to be doing these Let's Chats more often. I think they're fun. If I should look more into this universe, I haven't even read the books. Your girl does not have that kind of money. There's like, what, 13? No. I cannot afford that. So, if I should try to do more of this FNAF lore, let me know. Because truthfully, it is fun. And now that I can comprehend stuff, because all this stuff came out when I was little, except for Sister Location and now Security Breach, I couldn't do anything with it back then. Now I can. Now I kind of want to go all the way back and catch myself up again. Maybe even buy the books. Maybe. I like reading. We'll see. If I should, go ahead and let me know if you think it's fun, if you want to hear my opinions, because most likely they are wrong, and who doesn't like to hear wrong opinions? Not me. Okay. That's gonna be all for me, at least for now, and I hope to see you soon.